So what's it like trying to grow a handmade side business? Hi, I'm Alan and I'm sharing my experience of what it's like to grow a handmade side business around a full-time job and family commitments with the hope that it will help others or inspire others who are looking to do the same. In 2017 and around the time we were expecting my daughter, I came across an ad promising passive income, financial freedom, and the possibility to do all this while sipping cocktails on a beach somewhere nice. You know the ones. So with an extra mouth to feed in a family, some spare cash definitely sounded good. So long story short, I'd signed up to this weekend FBA course, and in case you're wondering, FBA is where you send your products to Amazon and they look after all the packing and shipping for you. Naively, I found a product that I thought ticked all the boxes that was taught on the course, and next I was putting in an order to a factory in China for some mildly customized hooded baby towels under my own brand. And the only problem was that loads of other people, hundreds if not thousands, are trying to do the same thing, be it with hooded towels, vegetable spiralizers, or metal water bottles. And this is the reason why when you shop on Amazon, you might notice there's loads of products that are seemingly identical or very similar to each other. So they're all from sellers trying to basically do the same thing. So absolutely, with the right product experience, financial support and marketing, you can definitely do really well on Amazon, as many people do. But for a beginner with no experience of these things, it can be pretty tough. And what happens is people end up competing on price, and that's no good for anyone, and you end up making very little money, if any at all. So what happens is the factory that manufactures your product makes money, the goods inspector that go to the factory to make sure all your products are in good condition before they ship out make money, the shipping company makes money, and the receiving goods inspector company makes money. They check that all your items have arrived fine and then send them off to Amazon. And of course, Amazon make loads of money from your advertising campaigns and the commission they get from shipping out your item each time you get an order. The only problem is I don't make so much money, or you don't make so much money. I was probably too impatient as well, as it takes time to build your brand's credibility and get momentum for your sales. One thing they taught on the course was that your first product is probably going to fail because it's your education. And I thought, great, what an expensive lesson. But it's so true, there's no substitute for experience, whether it's you personally going through the steps and learning as you go, or you find the help of someone else. Fast forward a few years, I'm actually selling on Amazon Handmade now, but that's a story for another time. Still wanting to build some kind of business, and knowing some of what not to do, I was looking to see what I could do next. So when we moved into our house, we wanted to display lots of photos, especially with baby coming, without putting up loads of frames. So I made a cable photo display that we put up on a wall, and we used clothes pegs to hang up the pictures, and it's turned into an everything display for like my daughter's artwork, to greeting cards, to party reminders, and of course photos. Anyway, quite a few friends who came to our house liked the idea, so I thought, maybe this is something that I could make and sell. The one I made for the house was screwed into the wall, but I thought, wouldn't it be good if there was a way where you could just stick it up without having to drill any holes or damage your wall. So after a few attempts, I came up with the very first Peggy Picks photo display. After the towel experience, I wanted to try something that I could make myself so that we wouldn't have to pay for manufacturing. And usually when you do that, there's a minimum order quantity of hundreds or thousands of units. And potentially, not only is that really expensive, but you could, if they don't sell, then you're stuck with all these things. Hundreds or thousands of them potentially. So I would be making these at home, so I wanted something that didn't take up too much space, didn't need big or overly expensive tools, and having something relatively small and light would make storage easy and not cost too much to ship. So the next step was to get the displays up online and for sale. So as you do, I did lots of research on YouTube and a few courses, and I ended up creating my own website. While this would maximize profits compared to using some kind of platform, of course without any like social media following or without loads of marketing and advertising, no one would know who you were, what you're selling, and of course there were no sales. So that's when I decided to give Etsy a try. I launched my shop in 2018 and it took about a month to get my first sale, and gradually momentum built up. At the time of recording this video, I'm 4 years in with over 7,200 sales, and according to eRank, this puts me in the top 0.1% of all shops on Etsy, which isn't bad for a side hustle. If you want to know my thoughts and experiences of Etsy so far, feel free to check out the next video. Thank you for making it to the end of this video, and feel free to leave any questions or comments, and I'll see you in the next one.